As we all know, there is a wealth of classical music for children. Some of it is great. Some of it is utterly dispensable. And when it's dispensable, it's usually a question of the composer has said, in effect, children are just not sophisticated enough to understand a fugue or dissonance or complicated rhythms, and you can virtually hear them dumbing down their style. So when we have a masterpiece like Prokofiev's Peter and the Wolf, or Benjamin Britten's Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra, or Francis Poulenc's Babar the Little Elephant, we're the more grateful to those composers for having just written like themselves. So that's one of the reasons I was elated when I came across the piece of which the Philharmonic and I are giving the United States premiere, The Emperor and the Nightingale by New Zealand composer Jenny MacLeod, a work of color, of great emotional range, of pathos, of joy, ultimately very touching and a perfect setting of Hans Christian Andersen's morality fable. We're going to be joined in this major U.S. premiere by the lovely Seattle actress Sydney Maltese. As I said in the program notes that I wrote for this concert, before about 1990, I was virtually ignorant about the compositional output of the great Australian composer Percy Grainger. Up until that time, I thought he was the guy who did a very nice arrangement of the English folk song Country Gardens, and that was about all I knew. That all changed dramatically when I had the opportunity to produce a recording of some of his symphonic band music. And at the end of those 4 days, I was a convert for life. I adore his music. His music is deceptive in that a lot of it is in major keys, a lot of it is in fast tempos, but he himself said that his music represented a pilgrimage to sorrows. His was a very emotionally conflicted, tortured character, and he felt that a lot of those conflicts came out in the music, irrespective of the supposed jollity of it. You will have a chance to judge this for yourself when we open our concert with his setting of the English folk song, Green Bushes. At the very first rehearsal that the Philharmonic and I had on Brahms's Symphony No. 4, I said to them, let's jettison any thoughts that any of you may have based on wrong history, that this is a resigned autumnal work by a composer who has a presentiment of his own death a year or two hence. This work was written when Brahms was an energetic, virile composer in his early 50s. He didn't get his eventual cancer diagnosis until well over a decade later, and we're going to play this piece with all the strength that Brahms intended it to have. The Philharmonic is on the verge of announcing all the details of our 2025-26 season. And while I can't quite let all the cats out of all the bags yet, I can offer you a few tantalizing hints. We're going to have music by Aaron Copland, Dmitri Shostakovich, George Friedrich Handel, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Claude Debussy, Gustav Mahler. We're going to have both new and return engagements by some wonderful local artists and a couple of very exciting United States premieres. Please join us for next season.